Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hope you're all keeping well. And yes, as you can see, we are missing one person at the moment. No doubt he is watching his team. Are currently 1-0 down at the moment. So it's just me and Fuzzy, as always, like we was last
Ah,
week.
the ugly ran away.
Yeah. How are you, mate? Anyway, you're good?
Well, in personal life, doing okay. In football life, not so well. On life support at the moment. But as you can tell by the name here, Glinios out, the sixth
Yes.
Glazer, Surgeon Ratcliffe. And I'll tell you what, the more you think about the potential underlying schemes you get in football ownership and all the sinister stuff. Like read past all the PR statements and journalisms that everybody raves on about. Oh, this board is going to do all of these great things. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he's a local man lad. I'm thinking to myself, but the thing is that we know what it takes to fix Manchester United. We know what the roadmap would be. So wouldn't you think a very loaded, a very rich Man United fan would take all the necessary steps possible to save his club?
Mm.
So yeah, I'm sort of getting to a point now where it's like I might have to make a homemade tinfoil hat and start throwing conspiracies out there. But I'll tell you what, it's not good reading.
No, no, we'll cover that. Let's just catch up with the chat and we can then go on to that. First of all, we're saying hello to Howard. Good evening, all you beautiful people. Come on, you irons. Hope everything's good for yourself out, Howard. Arsenal Manic, big up. I wonder if Super Reds are
Yeah.
still celebrating the We Beat Man City trophy. Absolute bellends, according to them. You can't find a striker better than Havertz. Yet we'll go on to the transfer business as well. And yes, thank you for just updating me on that one. And Fresh, I see you've put yourself in there as well. You have two live streams scheduled for today. Yes, one says the West Ham review at 8 o'clock, and this one at 8:30. My bad. I have now corrected that. So, Arsenal Manic, thank you for that as well. Evening, Joanne. Arsenal are shit. Even Stephen, hope you will. Evening, people. Aces, as always, good to see you. And Fuzzy Moe. Joanne saying also
Yes.
evening, as there's nothing good about this evening. Well, seeing
It
us,
just got a little
Joanne,
bit,
that's
got
got
a
to be
little
good
bit
enough.
worse. Got
You
a
know?
little bit worse for you Arsenal lot. I mean, Martinelli's down injured. He's about to be brought off. So that could be another attacking injury.
Well, just see one early on Odegaard. He was he looked like he got trod on the back of the ankle. Hello,
Yeah,
Joanne.
but his legs and feet still work enough for Arteta to throw him back on the pitch.
Well, that's nothing unusual with him doing that anyway. Fresh, sorry, Sean, my
Surprise!
bad.
If you'll watch Martinelli get back to where the bench is, and he'll pick him up and overhead throw him back on the pitch. Like, get on there,
Yeah, get on
Zillion missile, get on the pitch.
Wow. Yeah, sorry about that, Sean. My bad. Daz, big up Tony. What games are we doing this week, please? We'll be in the FA Cup. Mate, as my apologies, Daz. Won't be able to do anything this week. Work, unfortunately, took over and I didn't get time to speak to the other two guys. So we'll leave Hank out for this week, but we'll try something for the week after. But I'll let you know about that. I'll message you. Matt, good to see you back, mate. We missed you on Monday. Big up Tony and Fuzzy in the chat. Hope all's well with you, matey. Brendan, good evening to you as well. Howard Fresh, Matt, and F, and all the chatters. For Teta and the squad in Dubai holiday mode. Yeah, it seems like it. Apparently we've got a couple of our players recuperate out in the Dubai as well, and Fulkrug and Antonio. So not bad. Everyone, we beat City. We're great now. Look at us. Yeah. We all knew that, didn't we? It was get the result over. Well, put it this way, Joanne, just to kind of make you more cheerful. One of the guys that I work with, he's now bet me £10 that Arsenal are going to win the league. La 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 la.
Easiest £10 of
Yeah,
your
exactly.
well,
Money guaranteed.
just to put it into perspective as to how easy it is or can be to beat Man City, is that we managed to beat them as well.
Yes,
The big
yes.
at the Etihad as well. Little Man United, who were probably the worst this team has ever been, and even we can still find a result there.
Matt saying Spurs are shittier than Arsenal.
Can't disagree with that.
Yeah, true. The tuna fruit up on my agree. Open Flossie's dancing in the streets. I bet she will be. Colin, good evening to yourself. I hope
I was
everything's
wondering
well for
who that
yourself.
pitch invader was.
Yeah, but
There's Mama Flossie running across the pitch. It's like, take that, Anthony. It's the big banners. It says swivel on that, Anthony.
hope everything's well with you, Colin. That and hope your mate is all right as well. Oh, Starman is coming on. Yeah, he's gonna rip it up now, isn't he, Joanne? He's gonna turn it all around. Good evening, Terence. Evening, gentlemen. Martin nearly injured his butthole. Dear. Arteta pushing back on anyway. And Fuzzy Murray. Anyone for tennis? There you go.
I wasn't very good at tennis, to be honest. I probably would lose every single point.
Matt saying, not bad, Tony. We're supposed to be watching Chelsea match on Monday with a mate, but venue we went to lift without his order, so we came home and listened on the radio. Oh, sorry, mate. Hey, Colin. Exponential Anger. Finally caught a stream at the beginning. Evening, gents. Good evening to yourself as well, Exponential. Hope you're keeping well. Good to see you on board as always. Thanks for being in. Evening, Terence. Tony, you should have bet him £100 instead of easy. Ace is the other way round. He was the one that threw it out there straight away. Just £10. Just £10. Okay, £10. That'll do. Easy money. £10 I wouldn't have had. Yeah, Matt said Arteta out. Joanne says, I just see a pig fly across the sky, Arsenal winning the league. Yes. Richard, good evening to yourself. And not on tonight, he's throwed up, bad in bed. So I've just been online and ordered another box of tissues being delivered in the next 20 minutes from Boots to wipe the tears away. Never mind.
Do you want to substitute for him, Rich?
Yeah, come on, Richard. Instead of if your brother can't make it, come on yourself, mate. Come on yourself. Yeah. We'll have another Herbert on board. Evening, Joanne. Also, I ordered him a box of Artera Lebsibs. Oh, look at this one. Jez Meldrew. This bloody club pisses me off. Get this Spanish bastard out now. Godfather Jez is fuming. Matt saying, thanks, Tony. Didn't fancy the stairs at the venue wide, but with my ability right now, I'm slower than us now. No worries, mate. No. Yeah, don't blame me for that then if that's the case. As long as you've got a big game, mate, and weren't a bad game, was it? Weren't bad a goal. Good evening, James, hope you will. Evening, gents in the chat. Very sour then, Richard. Oh, look at that line. Westlife. Evening, gentlemen. Good evening to yourself as well. Westlife. Evening, Sharky. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you as well. Evening, JB. Yeah, we did indeed. Fuzz, did you watch the game on Monday?
Is that the Chelsea-West Ham game? I didn't watch the game, no. But I knew you were doing well and then not so well, and then it sort of slipped away from you.
Well, I wouldn't say slipped away from us. We've got to blame Stuart Atwell for shithousery refereeing, basically, more than anything else. He didn't really give us much at all. There was a bit when he actually got poleaxed on the floor himself, and by the rules of the game, you're supposed to stop the game, and then they drew a drop ball, and then where you carry on the game. No, not him. Gets knocked onto the ground by a Chelsea player, gets up and that, looks at him, gives him a stare and that, but allows the game to play on. He was shocking, absolutely shocking. And then
referee forgot that he was refereeing a football match and not Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
It was. I mean, you don't mind some inconsistencies, but when it's kind of virtually kind of going one up and going and not kind of going the way it should do with both sides being consistent, being booked either side. I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong, there was yellow cards flying around, but some of the decisions he made was shocking. And then especially the one where Boeing gets fouled. VAR didn't even attempt to look back at that. And then the best part about it is they're saying that it came for a West Ham player when you can clearly see it was a Chelsea player. But no, not according to VAR. And the best part about it is the Premier League have actually kind of stepped in to say that this was the case. Whereas even, the man walking his dog across the field could have seen who it was. Shocking. I mean, look, the key thing about it was West Ham played played well, and you could see that with Potter, we're starting to see some identity kind of coming back into the team, which is long overdue. As you know, we've not been a fan of Lopetegui, but at least Potter's doing something. So it's looking pretty good. That's where we're going so far.
Getting an identity.
Getting an identity back. We completely lost it with this man, with the old manager. Now this one's kind of getting things over the line, so it's good in that respect. I mean, the worst thing about it is Somerville was apparently managed to get another tear, so he's out for near enough 2 months now. I used to say Donkey's been booked. I'm sure they're saying it with Shammer. Yeah, James is saying, where's Anthony? Still celebrating that win over City? Yeah. Open top bus parade in Bristol. He's been driving around.
Tell you what, Declan Rice has stretched himself out near splits. Got up and started limping. Oh,
happy days. It's all going Pete Tong. That £10, I can smell it in my hand now. Exponential is saying, I put up a post after. It's a welcome feeling being upset after officiating again rather than the team's performance. And I totally agree on that comment as well. Very pleased the way the boys played. Thought he was very unlucky. I did say, though, the only thing for me, I think he should have kept on, Emerson and Kufal, but that was my opinion. I think if Kufal stayed on, because he had his best game so far with Potter, he would have cleared that rather than, unfortunately, Wan-Bissaka deflecting it.
Yeah.
Good evening, Pepsi. Arsenal will get 4 in the second half.
If it was old school Arsenal, then yeah, they'd probably be out of sight by now. But it's not old school Arsenal. This is the Gen Z Arsenal.
Yeah, the Gen Z. That's true, mate. Yes, I saw this as well. Yeah, the Fuckrug is ahead of a schedule. Apparently so. Woohoo! Fuckrug and Ferguson with Kudos and Bowen providing the goals as well. Coming new eyes. And that was a good thing to see as well. Bowen coming back and getting the opening goal. Well taken as well. Howard, as always.
So, to tell you who is pissing me off with injuries is fucking Luke Shaw.
Oh, I was going to come on to that one.
Seriously, like this guy, I swear to God, it's so bad now that the fan base collectively think he deliberately gets himself injured until the most relevant games to him comes up, and he has to be oh so available all of a sudden. It's like, play me, boss. I'll be your best option. But if there's nothing for him, he'll just disappear again. He's like, oh, do I have to really play all of these games? Oh, that's kind of boring. That's kind of whack. Hey, doctor, I've broken my knee in about 50 different places. Can you put me on the bed again? Cheers, thanks. God, bloody hell. If I was injured as much as Luke Shaw was, I probably would have been let go years ago at my job.
Yep. Well, you've got to think of it like this. If it was Arsenal, he'll be back on the pitch because he'll be pushed back on, wouldn't he? That's the thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, Who's been to Old Trafford more this season, me or Luke Shaw? I've been a total of 0 times. I think I've still been more than Luke Shaw. That's how it
Oh
feels.
man. Richard is saying, just see my brother on a video call doing a mug of tea. I said, are you doing an Arsenal with a tea bag out the cup, not in? Yeah, no. Mate is saying, yeah, referees need Specsavers. Man. Terence, if Arsenal win the league, I'll wear a tutu around Uxbridge. Easy tenner, mate. Tell me about it, Terence. Tell me about it. James is saying green shoots at the Amazon Potter. Agree on that. JB, all this pony bet is too long to go back. Yeah, what a load of old shite. They changed the rules to suit. They said if it's in the same run of play without any breaks and leads to a goal, can be looked at. Yeah. Joke, really. Yeah, James. New merch at Arsenal, Dubai beach towels. But as we said, they've brought out another jacket. Another bloody jacket.
Never stops.
Sharky's asking, is Luke Shaw still playing football? Well, that's debatable, isn't it?
No, he's still making he's moved to a new profession. It's called making TikToks, talking about your mum on benefits. His words, not mine. Apparently, my mum's on. Or everybody's mum's hearing in chat that's watched that TikTok. Yeah, mum's on benefits.
Poor Anthony, he goes, "Oh, lads, not watching the game. I'm in bed with the flu, watching Gangs of London." Oh, so that's more exciting than watching Arsenal.
Oh, I thought that was just another way of watching Arsenal try to be, what is it, fucking roadmen going up to Newcastle like roadmen, heavy padded jackets and everything. It's like, oi, lad, we come for 3 goals. Give us 3 goals, blood.
Give us 3 goals, blood. Well, Anthony, I hope you get well, mate, and so you wrap up warm, son. Wrap up warm. Good evening, Russ. Arsenal already got flip flops on for the Dubai trip. Yeah, seems that way at the moment. Shock is going. How did you know my mum's on benefits?
I don't know, shot in the dark. You're bound to be right at some point. You talk about everyone's mums out there. Somebody's mum's on benefits, so at least he can say, well, to be fair, even if there was only one in the country, they're still right by one.
True. I would say, even Anthony, I thought I saw a Staffy title Nostin Allegro in the car park. Dear. Which say Luke Shaw and Mason Mount. They're starting a new series of Casualty narrated by Darren Anderton. Old sick note himself.
Thanks.
I've been watching some of this game, I'm nearing the end because it's kind of half time, and it's just like fucking ping pong football. Another one goes on the deck, and the referee's giving it to them. Who's that gone on? Is that fucking, what's his name? The youngster, Skelly. He's going to be a shitbag, isn't he? Colin's saying, not fuzz, mate. I feel Amarin has walked into a much bigger job than he thought he would be. Still feel that he could turn it around, but will he be given the time?
Well, that I don't know, because, I mean, it's sort of with the situation, like, it should never be for us, the managers, the problem at this club. Because we know that the ownership is just absolute wasteman, complete and utter wasteman. I think a lot of the fans who, let their standards slip can be blamed as well. That I'd probably blame them more so than the manager. I mean, the manager's shown more fire against these players than a lot of the home crowd do, even when the situation's absolutely abysmal. So, for me, it's like, if there's one thing that I'll say that I just flat out don't agree with, is where people will come in and say, oh, Amarim's a fraud, he's a fraud. I'm like, hold on a second. How can this guy be the second coming of Jesus to a lot of you when he comes in, to then suddenly the water no longer could be walked upon and then sank to the bottom of a bloody Trafford Keys or Trafford Lock. Like, what happened? Why the mentality change? First, Ten Hag was a fraud. Ralph Rangnick was a fraud. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was a fraud. Jose Mourinho was a fraud. Louis van Gaal was a fraud. David Moyes was a fraud. All of these different managers have all approached this job, right? Or they've tried to approach this job in different ways each and every time. None of them have worked. The common denominator, same issues with the players, and the ownership business model has not shifted an inch. Well, actually, to be fair, it has. It shifted from one to the other. It's went from signing big name, big marketable players for big money, who cares if we overspend, to now we've got to penny pinch and sell all of our promising players for the profits because we can't sell these other big name household names that are washed up and finished and dead inside. We can't do that anymore. So you've gone from one extremity to the other, and ultimately the business models are not pro football. They just don't work. They're unsustainable. It's proven many a times that it's happened that it's not a proven method of success. I mean, the way that Man United are being run at the moment, talking about, well, we need to cost cut. We need to, because of FFP and PSR. Well, technically speaking, PSR includes club debt as a factor in how much a club is able to spend freely, supposedly. So wouldn't it make sense if you wanted to open the gap for PSR to get rid of the debt? You don't have to use club funds to do. And second off, we still owe hundreds of millions of pounds to clubs for unpaid transfer fees. We're still paying Erik ten Hag a wage, which is why he's apparently not got a job yet. He's still receiving payment. So until that payment is finished and finalised and done, that's when he can then enter another job. So they didn't pay off his contract entirely straight away.
They're learning from the Chelsea Todd Bowley movement.
Well, technically, you could put it this way: we could have two managers on the touchline if we so fancied it.
Great stuff.
You could have Ten Hag and Amorim standing side by side, getting equally fucked in every which way by the same squad. It's absolute great. It's absolute madness. But apparently, despite all of that, it's got to be the managers that are the problem. It's like the math ain't mathing here, guys. It really ain't mathing. And a lot of this whole, I'm seeing Dave Brailsford and co doing this Project 21, they've called it. Project 21. Bring the 21st Premier League title to Man United by doing these methods, right? And he's talking about improving performance, right? Player performance has to be at the utmost pinnacle, and they want to target it being the best in the world, the most fittest players on the planet. Well, here's the thing. The current performance level of these players are getting outworked and outfought by players that play non-professionally, that play for free. They're getting outfought by players who play for fun. How do you expect all of your multi-million pounds and billion pounds techniques to work on people who don't want to put the maximum in? How do you draw perfect results? How do you get all the data, all the science you need with people who don't push themselves to give you those results? So there's a lot of flaws to this Project 21, Dave, that you need to sort out first. That maybe Project 21 sounds a bit more feasible if you've got a squad built with talent. a squad built with players that are determined, that are hungry, that don't earn hundreds of thousands of pounds a week to be a glorified fan. I mean, Casemiro might as well be sat in the home section next to Jimbo, sat in the Sir Bobby Charlton stand, wearing a Man United full kit wanker top or something. Like, go sit next to him and get paid 350k a week to do that, because I mean, Jesus Christ, he's not getting used. Doesn't want to be used, but you can't sell him, so he's just a glorified fan at this point. He just gets the Make-A-Wish pass, right, to be invited to Carrington every single week to go train. You win your chance to win a training session with Man United. Yay! That's what Casemiro's been reduced to, right? And out of pride, I would have said, I will take a pay cut to leave this club, right, to go off somewhere else and continue my football. Instead, I'm getting paid hundreds of thousands of pounds a week to sit around and do nothing. Meanwhile, my name then gets dragged through the mud. Where is, as a professional footballer that's won everything there is to win, barring a World Cup, right? Why would I stand with pride and let my name get dragged through the mud like that?
All they look at is the pound and pence fuzz. You know, they've got a short lifespan. He knows he's going to be finishing soon. So why not? That's my pension. I can just sit there doing bugger all, and I can just take with not a question in the world. I can just sit there. Yeah. Fans are going to, you know, moan and groan, but I'll still be there. That's the thing. Good evening, usual. Hope you will. And yes, he's just saying that the Bible babies are 1-0 down. Richard saying, I'll be honest now, Arsenal will keep a clean sheet this weekend. Oh, hang on. They're at the FA Cup. To lemons. Good evening, Lee. The Arsenal Alliance. They're bullying us. Well, they've done their own work.
I thought that was Saeed. Picture of Saeed there for a second. It's like head and hands. Wouldn't be surprised if it was.
No, yeah. Usual saying, I can see a red coming in the second half. Yeah, it was getting a little bit tasty out there. Saliba, maybe hopefully Gabriel. You never know.
Gabriel hasn't been booked yet. It's only Kai Havertz and Saliba.
Straight red then. That's what it's going to be. Straight red. Terence says Aaron's mum gets benefits. That's if a season ticket at the clinic counts. Fuck yeah. Terence. Even out there. Exponential saying, heard Shaw, Carroll and Wiltshire are forming a three-piece band called Flimsy Strings.
The flimsy hamstrings.
Howard said about Man U, the problem is your squad, the mentality, the ownership, the investment over the past 15 years, Fuzzy. You lots are fucked, basically.
Which is why I've taken the perception of Galenios out. Get the Glazers out, get Ineos out, get all of these fraudulent fucks out of our football clubs. And I speak for every football club. If you've got billionaire owners that don't give a flying monkeys about the fans, get them the fuck out of your club. Because they'll kill you one way or another.
True.
Do you really think that billionaires, right, even Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who the self-acclaimed Man United lifelong fan, I do like all the billions that you could have to really be one with the fans. The second he gets pressed in a car about ticket prices, he's just like, oh, fuck off, and then winds his window up again.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, where's your compassion for these people that suffer, that have suffered for the past decade? What about them? Do you think about them? No, of course not. You'll fly back to your little mansion or yacht parked in the Bay of Monaco, Monte Carlo, and kick your feet up again.
Big up to Ravi, big up lads, respect, smash up the likes and subscribe, and that's obviously to Fuzzy's channel as well. But we're going to come on to something here soon, Fuzzy, which we talked about in the background. I just want to catch up the chat for, because obviously Sharky's saying clubs wasting the fans. Dosh, we know that one, especially at West Ham as well. Ravi saying Newcastle were on the river like Tina Turner versus Arsenal. So what's happening with the predictions? Pepsi, I'm very sorry, mate. I should have kept up with them. I am. All the paperwork's there to be done, but at the moment, my work is off the hook at the moment, and I'm getting back completely cream crackered and I try to do them and that, and also before you know it, I start doing things, and then I've got this pen line going all the way through the thing where I've dozed off, and my hands just slipped across things. That I will get it done, I promise you, and I do apologise for not getting it ready. Project 21 sounds like a moody nightclub where it's all dark and dingy, and a proper sweat box where the pints are greasy. The pints are greasy.
Oh, the pints are warm. The pints are suspiciously warm.
Full to bring out Brown Ale for half-time team talk. Hey, Aces, while he's up there and that, Nuki Brown Ale all day long. Nuki Brown Ale. And he's also Ruben Amorim could be sacked in May if results don't improve. We'll come on to that.
It can happen because, I mean, Ineos at Nice have got trigger fingers with their managers.
That's true. Sharky saying greasy pints, always a winner with him. Newcastle will be sponsored by Daz if they win on a clean sheet tonight. Yeah, it's good saying like each other. Usual saying, glad you got that rant off your chest. Yeah, of course he is. Greasy Pints, another band name. Write it down. Fuzzy 8 looking to get finessed like Cardi B and Bruno Mars. Not at all. Not at all. And after that, top spot in the FPL League. Right, folks. So me and Fuzzy was talking in the background about Vivid tickets. So I shall let Fuzzy explain this to you and see what you guys in the chat make of this.
Right. So, for all the match-going fans in the chat, or those that take pride in the local fans, right, that get all of the perks, premiums, that go home and away, and get priority, right? The fans that feel like they get a little something back from their clubs, right, for their loyalty. Well, according to some and according to many, loyalty means absolutely jack shit now. So basically, what you have, and this is a perfectly normal thing to happen, when a fan doesn't want their ticket or can't go, they'll sell their ticket to whoever. They'll sell it to the ticket office, or they'll sell it off to other fans, or they'll sell it off on a website. Well, there is a website out there that you can buy these resold tickets, but not just for any old price. No, we're talking at the very cheapest for specific clubs. Depends which club it is you're trying to buy a ticket to go watch or what game. You would be paying at least £100 upwards. And some of the prices, though not very common, but still there, you can buy, if you've got the pockets deep enough to afford it, £21,000 plus for a ticket to a game. And that ticket is a Liverpool versus Crystal Palace game, I believe it is, on the 25th of May. So this Vivid Seats is the website that it's called. And this website, obviously, buy your tickets, resold for extortionate prices, for access, free access to everybody all around the world. So all of your real rich people who want to come from far and wide don't have to support that club or any of the clubs competing. All they have to do is afford the ticket. They buy the ticket, and there you go. That's one less local lad who's been trying really hard to get a ticket for this game. Maybe this person wants to take their kids to go watch their first game. Well, sorry, mate, but somebody from Bangkok has bought your ticket that would cost you about 50 quid. Guess what? Your ticket's been sold to somebody from Bangkok for about £5,000. Yeah, and they'll sit in your seat, and you can't have any other tickets. The availability, no, sir, not for you. Now, that sounds like a problem. It sounds like a very big problem for the fans, because it's about availability and what's fair, right? You want a fair shot. If the tickets sell out, the tickets sell out, but you want a fair shot at this. So you would have thought that loyalty to those match-going fans are the ones that usually get the priority. Season ticket holders get the fair crack at the whip. Nope. It's a literal free-for-all for all the people that have got all the money. This would be a big standalone issue in of itself, except there's a little loose end that's tied to the official Premier League. And it ties to a club owner, right? Vivid Seats, co-owned by one Todd Bowley at Chelsea Football Club. This guy is getting profits. His club are getting profits. And the fact that you can purchase, and I looked for the championship clubs, by the way, to see how far the English game reaches. All of the big ex-Premier League championship clubs at the moment, 1 or 2 tickets flat out for every single game. Just 1 or 2 tickets, like next to no availability whatsoever. Ipswich Town have got loads of tickets available. And it is all 20 Premier League clubs, and you don't have to have it just Premier League games either. They've got games like if you want to go watch Manchester City versus Real Madrid in Champions League, guess what? Tickets are on there. Hundreds, if not thousands of pounds. So a big fixture, massive game. Well, unfortunately, even if you're a local diehard fan of Manchester City, well, some people who don't support Man City fancy watching a high profile game. So they'll buy your ticket for thousands of pounds. You can't compete as a football fan. You can't. Could be sold to corporate. Could be sold to whoever. So that in and of itself is a problem. The fact that Todd Bowley is the co-owner of this website, think about where those funds are going, guys. Think about where that money is going. The fact that the Premier League, as an association to this, the fact that this is Premier League tickets, they can be complicit to this. So are they seeing a profit? Are they getting money from this? Do they want to put a stop to this to protect the fans and the integrity of their league?
Yeah, this is true.
What about them? The Premier League organisers join hands with the ownership of all of these clubs. They're all in the same brothel together. They're all in the same brothel together. It's them versus the fans. And this model ownership here, or co-ownership to a ticket resale site, well, there you go. There's a very prime example of the football hierarchy in this country being actively against the fans. So, yeah. I mean, what do you make of that?
Well, let me just do this thing first of all, and then I'll carry on with with your comments. Good evening to GP. £2 he's put in for best ever proper fan channel, football channel. Thank you very much for that, as always, GP. But Brendan's on there, consistently fickle, I see, and they laugh about that. Sharky says GP says that to all the YouTubers he fancies. Laugh that lad. And he's actually replied by saying, Sharky, me and Early Doors and Gonzo in a sauna. Oh, happy days. That's what I like to see. GP would sell his grandma for a naked bear hug.
Gordon!
I'm just a naked bear hug. I mean, when you look at something like this, I mean, I think, as I said, Todd Bowley, for me, he's not going to be the Chelsea chairman for long. He's going shortly. So this is his other way of kind of like recouping some money back, and it's a sure winner, fire winner for him, isn't it, at the end of the day? Because, not being funny, it's, as you said, people are going to pay these prices. It's mad. I mean, I'm just going to show you a comment here from Ravi, because he said it's criminal with tickets, Tony. Remember, I said to you on a ticket site, Leicester versus Liverpool was just shy over £1,000 for one ticket at the KP. Joke, isn't it? And this is the thing, mate. I mean, but what was the one before? I think it got stopped. Was it Ticketmaster? Was that one that kind of got closed down?
I think so. That rings a bell.
It was something like that got closed down, and it's ridiculous, as you said. Richard saying, ain't got a ticket for the League Cup final, paid £500. Good job, he got a receipt.
I'm sorry, that goal that Arsenal just conceded. That's horrendous. That is
Well,
absolutely...
I'm behind at the moment, obviously, so I'm waiting for it to come along. I've just seen Raya.
Oh,
Oh, well done. Well done, Raya. Superb. Look at him. Look, you've just mugged yourself off.
they need a new goalkeeper and striker now.
That's superb. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, Pepsi, useless idiots. What the hell was Raya thinking? And also, he's got a clear line of sight. That's the best part about it. Yeah, 2-0. Mama all smiles. Yeah, she will be aces, that's for sure. Full dead. Don't need a striker. Yes, we're going to come on to transfer business as well in a minute. Or lack of, shall we say, for the Arsenal people.
Lack of for United too.
Oh, Sharky, yeah. Newcastle Spurs final, maybe. Could be. Maybe Anthony Gordon might have cut his hair at this stage. Big up to Michael Chelsea. Big up to Tottenham Fuzzy. Cold World Palmer landed on Monday. Thank you for the raid, mate. You're welcome as always. It was a pleasure. Yeah, look at that.
Yes, Michael.
What are they looking for here? No, because he can't be offside because obviously, guess who's playing him on? Yes, that great player, Gabriel.
Stay humble, eh? Stay humble.
Yeah, you know, that's what Anthony Gordon should have done. He should have fucking repeated what Skelly did. Throw that back in your face. Arsenal saying Kroenke's mugged off these Bellends fan base. Yeah. Aces is coming. Look at Eddie Howe celebrating there. Aces. This is how Todd Bowley can buy one baseball player for $7 million. Spot on. Big up everyone in the chat. Howard saying, big up Mama, she'll be dancing in the streets. You know, Exponent Shranga saying, it's the same across all ticketed events, to be honest. I'm going to see System of a Down this year, and I paid way too much for the tickets to that too. Man, thing is, though, the difference is, yeah, you love them, didn't you? So you've got people like that.
I'd say at least with that, at least you're getting loads of people to go to the...
This is on Terry.
At least you got, where you go to a music concert, everybody else that's going is going because they have the common interest in the band, right? But this is like people have an interest in football, but they don't support the team.
Yeah, well,
so they will go that. So people wonder, right, why the atmosphere at these big venues for home teams is so dead. Like Arsenal, dead venues half the time. Like Etihad, dead half the time.
Yeah,
I mean, Anfield generically does quite well, but even they say sometimes the Anfield is quite dead. That never really used to be the case. Like it used to be like raucous atmosphere 24/7. Like you used to actually have to, as an away section, have to really belt out loud just to even get remote, like on television, to be even remotely made out. But now it's just one person in the away section can just belt out a chant, and that person could be picked up on live television in a 50,000 seater venue. It's like, it's mad.
Well,
Genuinely
you know, we've
crazy.
had this conversation about the London Stadium. I mean, you know, when I've had James from E20 on there, and I think Budgie, when he was at one of the games, when the fact that you could see a lot of empty seats, and the fact that the away fans can sit with the home fans at the London Stadium, that just kind of tells you how bad things are.
Yeah.
Literally because of that. Trossard. Done. Rich is saying, this is why part of me doesn't want Bristol City in the Prem. How much would it cost me to watch them? I'm happy paying under 12 prices and giving Anthony's name and address for the booker. Paid under 12 prices. Jesus. GP saying, Howard Hours, were you saying early is a furry bear? Yeah. Big up Chris, hope you will. Big up everyone. And he showed a picture of a little bear there. Chris is saying, loving watching Arsenal get smashed tonight. 700 million spent, knocked out of FA Cup by the worst ever Man United team, and now knocked out of the League Cup. You couldn't make that up. Yeah, Pepsi, Arteta specialist in failure. Michael Chelsea saying, I see Arsenal bottling it again. Absolutely, GP. I reckon it is fourth. Apparently fuzzy from the neck down. I'm a full rug front and back from the collar downwards.
Proper Yeti.
You describe yourself saying there, yeah, absolutely, Brendan. He must be. Arsenal Mate saying, "Come on, Newcastle, please score 5." Wow. Henry talks. Arsenal will be devastated by this result. Henry talks. Ace is saying that's why Ty is always on Sky and TNT Sports every single time because of his stupid headphones. Fucking hell. Cypriot blood togs. I'm here.
Herbert's trying to buy a foul there.
Yeah, cheap as cheerful. Yeah. Tendency saying last time I went to a Hammers game, there were that many Koreans there. I felt like eating my dog when I got home. You can't be eating Toby, mate. You know that.
Was it Tottenham by any chance?
Oh, easy. Colin saying Arsenal look like they've not been doing enough yoga and squeezing the lemons properly. I love it. Arteta out. Look, fouls galore going in this game. Oh man.
Tame.
Probably Millwall game. Yeah. GB saying, would you two sexy lads have stayed at Upton Park if it meant not winning the cup? Yeah, you look Upton Park. You know,
I'm not a West Ham fan.
They're not fuzzy, unfortunately. GP fuzzy is a Man United fan, so the Arsenal guy is not here
doomed United
because he's all flued up. But yes, mate, to stay at Upton Park would have been lovely to have stayed there. I think, unfortunately, looking at the way the ground was, it was a bit unviable, which was a bit of a shame. But I know we've got to move on.
It's a shame that they moved into a pre-made venue. Like if they made a stadium that's themed like the Upton Park entranceway there. Imagine if you would go to a home stadium that's themed like that. You think that's West Ham identity. Like
straight away.
You can tell that's where West Ham play from the outside. You don't have to wait to get inside to look at the colour of the seat to figure out what club plays there. And that's what I feel like a lot of these soulless bowls that you get, you tend to come across. I mean, it's got to have something or something that's unique about the venue that makes it recognisable.
Yeah, I mean that was the worst part about it. I think I've said before, we were basically going to be co-owners with the council, and the London Stadium would have been redeveloped into a proper football stadium. But of course, you had Levy, you had Hearns, and then of course you had old Sadiq Khan get involved, and we end up as we are. I think it's like 4.7 million we pay now as rent. But it would have been loved to. It would have been loved to set up the park and do something with it. You were the same group of friends calling Arteta Messiah after the City win. The same week, yeah, of course, yes. Pepsi saying Sterling hat-trick incoming. Wow. Exponential anger saying just would have rather knocked Upton Park down. It was needing too many repairs to be tenable and built a new Upton on the same site. The only problem with that exponential was they'd have to change the pitch around because obviously you couldn't extend out because of the flats, the service road. You had Priory Road. Obviously, Green Street wasn't a problem because we bought the school and the church by all accounts. But to turn the whole thing around, I bet you looking at Gold, Sullivan and Brady, they didn't want to spend the money. That's why they saw the London Stadium as a quick and easy option. We can move there and make a name for ourselves. And of course, they sold us all down the river with, we'll be as close to the pitch as we was at Upton Park. We'll compete in Europe, blah, blah, and all that stuff. The rest, as we know, is history.
At the end of the day, they were all full of shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Chelsea beat West Ham in the women's match tonight. League Cup final wrapped up 2 out of 2, Ton. First the men and now the women. Fair play, Michael. Fair play, and hats off to you, to Chelsea. Chris, I never understood the stadium move. Was it purely financial or what? yeah, it's got to be financial. I mean, obviously, if they change it into a stadium, would the reaction be a little bit different? Possibly. Was we hampered because obviously the likes of Daniel Levy, because they wanted to renovate or redevelop White Hart Lane. You actually had Barry Earns with Leighton Orient putting his pennyworth in, saying that they're closer to the London Stadium than West Ham were, so they should be given first dibs on it. And of course, Sadiq Khan, he wanted Athletics being there. Well, when was the last time you saw Athletics played at the actual the stadium itself? As soon as they built the new one up at Coventry, that was it. So, got a stadium that is losing money hand over fist for the owners of the stadium. It's just frustrating, man. So yeah, it was financial, but there was also some, there was a bit more into it. But looking at it now, we do save money, but the clubs don't say it. Shark said we've got a lovely rug at the London Stadium at least. Shark, you new member. Pepsi doing Coke. Wow. Yes. Aces. London Council would have renamed stadium Nelson Mandela House. Probably would as well. Pepsi, if I'm on Coke, Arsenal players must be on tranquilizers. Yeah. Yeah, we're all on ketamine at the moment, that's for sure. Who's that just jogging around at the back, at the top there for them? That's the youngster, isn't it? Yeah. Trying to do something with it. Yeah, Nwanyeri, and completely scuffed it all over for a throw. And he's looking for a foul. Get up, man. He's already, he just shows you he's an Arsenal player straight away, moaning and groaning straight as soon as he goes down on the deep. Let's have a look at the challenge. Nothing in there. Michael Chelsea saying, what was your take on Monday's game, Tom? Then there's Fuzzy still rolling around in the mud. It was a better performance from West Ham, I say that, Michael. The only thing I was saying was Stuart Atwell, what a load of shite. Some of the decisions were a little bit misleading. I think he should have done a lot better on some of the things he did. All I'll say is that when you look at the deflection, that kind of obviously won it for you. Other than that, the VAR decision, very contentious. I don't know what your take of it is, Michael. Let us know in the chat, please, as well, because it'd be interesting to see your take of it. Exponential saying Sullivan's mugshot going to hit like a Stuyden jet. This is true. Absolutely. Good evening, Michael. Hope you well. Evening just popped up to say Arteta needs a new 5-year contract.
Yeah.
Hope you well, Mike. Yes, indeed.
Arteta in for life.
Arteta in for life, as Michael Chelsea always says. Good evening, Eros. Absolutely. Arsenal, the gift that keeps on giving. Without a doubt. Look, whose is that? He just 50 pence said, just headed it out for oh, Jesus. Pepsi, done watching this crap. Football, not this show.
I wouldn't have blamed you if you did. I wouldn't have blamed you if you didn't include the second part.
He must drink Pepsi. Revy saying a lot of Arsenal fans still backing this rubbish. Well, yeah. Michael Chill says, since was Kobe Mainoo a striker?
Surprisingly, actually, in the academy, he played as a striker. They moved him back into a midfielder, but he's not necessarily a striker. He's probably more suited as the number 10. So you're not the finisher. You're the final pass or the creator to the finisher. Right? You're the support player. And I think for a player that can finish, it's better not putting you in the very key spot on the pitch. So I don't know what Amarin was playing at there, to be fair.
Howard say, we was Rob Mickey, you know it, I know it. My blonde cuckoo knows it, absolutely, and I totally agree on that, Howard, as well. Eros is saying, where the fuck is Herbert? I need a good laugh right about now dealing with these Arsenal arseholes. He's got the flu, unfortunately, Eros, and he's watching Gangs of London. just to pass away. Terence,
Just to pass away.
I've seen your
Just
comment.
to die.
Yeah, just after this, he's got the embarrassment. Terence, I've seen your comment. Unfortunately, I can't read that one out. Just for political reasons alone, I think. I don't know if you can see it, Fuzz.
Yeah.
I'll have an E, please, Ross. Sharky, I'm still waiting for that retractable seating. Yeah, man. I mean, that is well. I mean, the promise that the seating's going to come out and it'll be right up against the pitch line, and of course, the company went bust, so the seats still sit there, and they don't retract. They sit upright and doing all. Unbelievable. So Arsenal's having a bit more opportunities, but they just can't score for toffee at the moment. Look, they're getting in the way of each other, trying to get the ball through. Yeah, you're not that clever. I told everyone today, score is going to be 2-0 Newcastle, and people saying I'm not a real supporter. What the hell am I then? A realist. That's what you are, Ross. One of those rare occasions when an Arsenal fan can actually kind of say it as it is, but some don't like hearing that. Joey says she's turned the match off. Timber and Giménez kind of getting a bit of a ding dong with each other. Michael Bleeds is saying, Fuzzy, how long does Amarin have?
Well, I hope he gets enough time to build an entire squad in his image, but I can't back Ineos to give it to him. I couldn't tell you how long he's got because I don't know what the resolve for Ineos is. Because you've got people saying, the promise for Ineos is that they're going to give him all the backing he needs because of the review before they sort of really took charge of everything. They said, managers gone by weren't backed enough. Well, what do you call this then? And then you've got the other reporters saying, the summer's going to be quiet, guys. It's going to be really, really quiet because the club have to sell to buy again. I'm thinking, no, it doesn't, because we said we needed to sell to buy for January, but we didn't sell to buy. We loaned, and then we ended up buying someone. This was before Rashford actually left with the proposed buy clause on a loan deal with Aston Villa. So, I mean, what are we playing at here? We've seen the proof in the pudding.
Oh man, I'll just see Jared's comment here. Did you know this one as well, Fuzzy?
Do you know?
Apparently, in the Odeons now they have beds, so you can have a keep of the film shit. Wow. Must be sponsored by Emirates.
Why is everyone clapping? The movie's not finished.
Yeah. Don't leave early. You can still turn it around. Yeah, Sterling Electric, as someone said. Can't be bothered. Yeah, he was just turned it off as well. The GP saying Declan Rice looking more and more like he won't win Soddle. Yeah, I've gone to win trophies. Yeah, absolutely. No idea where he's getting these trophies from, GP, but maybe someone will let him know. Colin saying, Chris Werner, sorry, mate, it would not be me calling Arteta a messiah. I don't even support the Arsenals. I'm a massive supporter of West Ham, 59 years. Absolutely, mate. That's what it's all about. Chris is also saying, Aaron will be gone before May. From Ineos' perspective, they believe the squad to be an FA Cup winning squad. Wow, if that's true, Jesus.
They can fuck off, Ineos, with that shit. This squad ain't good enough to win anything. Let's be real. I mean, it's like with Ten Hag. I've said that he wasn't the problem, but he was an issue that he was not making the best of a bad situation. Even with that being said, he still won 2 trophies. He still won 2 trophies with Glazonomics at the helm of the club. Well, Amarim has only had a January transfer window, so we don't know what he's going to have given to him to be able to build 2 win trophies. Right now, he's going to have to try and win stuff with a borrowed squad, barring one player. It's not going to happen, is it?
I've just said Anthony Gordon just done Nian Wary. Yeah, tough shit. But you what were you saying, Fuzzy? I must admit there. But I like this one here from usual. The whole stadium singing to Arteta, "Cry in a minute, you're gonna cry in a minute." Absolutely superb.
You
So
contracted a
wins by
minute.
is Arteta, most
Yeah,
by rival
contract.
managers, and it shows you Eddie Howe has won 10 times against Arteta. Look at him. Look, the Three Stooges, all looking at they look at the screen. Can you think of anything? No. He's looking at him. Can you think of it? No. Oh, it looks like Dubravka's gone down. Took him long enough. He's been carrying this injury for a while. Why is he having 2 bottles of piss?
Do you know what it feels like with this this Eddie Howe team? It's like they, you know how some people say with La Liga teams, they just have a go, regardless of what the opponent is. It feels like with Newcastle, they have a go in the style of a British, just all out whatever.
Yeah,
like British free flowing football. This is it. If you put Newcastle up against the Spanish side, you see the Spaniards play with better technicality, but Brits just use all out physicality.
true.
Like it'd be one hell of a matchup.
Be nice, but this is. I think this just seeing this game here, the battle between these two, and I like the fact that Newcastle's doing the same shit assery as what Arsenal's doing.
There you go. We're in a foul with Thomas Partey. It's the second one. Are you going to book him? No booking. No.
See, again. See, isn't it encouraging sexual activity more in a cinema? Beds in the Odeon. Jesus Christ. Someone is saying it's 4-0 on aggregate. Make it a nice round 5, please. I've had enough for this fan base. Yeah. Howard Howes is saying, Noble, all right, Deckers, mate. Sorry about you not winning. Fuck all this season. You fancy coming back to win things again like in the old days? Yes, please, Nobes. Sorry, Nobes. I was young and stupid. Wouldn't that be nice? Ace is saying, going to be tough for Ruben Amorim without European football next season. I think they can actually still attract players. I think it's just a case of you've got to bring in the right players, haven't you? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Michael Blees is saying only trophy Deck's going to win is with his own money from a shop.
Or the end of season awards.
He was saying Anthony Gordon, a.k.a. Claire Balding, done scored in both legs against Arsenal. Yeah, good player. Good player. I mean, he's a bit of a bar lamb sometimes, but yeah, he's good. Look at that one from Matt. Sacked in a minute. You're getting sacked in a minute. Arteta P45.
Sacked in a minute. You're getting sacked in a minute. Well, at least Arsenal can focus on the Premier League. I think that's our next 6 fixtures.
Yeah.
All in the Prem, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Still got the Forest coming up as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
Pepsi saying you do not watch along for the Arsenal game later this month. More likely we'll do as well, Pepsi. That's for sure. I think got to do a game. Win or lose, we still do a watch along, mate. I would say Rachel's pissed. They're juicing. I just full tech of mine is only on being fed food in Dubai tomorrow night. Yeah, Salt Bay yet again. Bring on the Salt Bay. GP saying Eddie Howe bought in Burns, not a fancy player but solid, kind of what we don't have at West Ham. Yeah, true. But we've got Evan Ferguson. That's the thing. Niall, evening lads, evening to yourself. Good to see you, mate. Hope it all's well. Ravi saying Fog of the Tide need to play at full time. Oh man. Michael saying referee stands at rock bottom, foul by Party Newcastle get thrown. Yeah, we just said that. I mean, it should be in the second one, but referees totally agree with that, Michael. And that's shocking still. We're seeing this day and age that they're still getting things wrong. I was saying earlier, Michael, though, I don't know if you saw it, that the Premier League's trying to defend the VAR decision on Monday night against Chelsea. That was bad in itself. Arsenal, so Leicester, West Ham, Forest, Man U, Chelsea, and Fulham. Not easy games.
Mm.
Michael Chill saying we were much better in the second half. Deserved just about in the end. Hopefully we can win the league next season. Draw would have been a fair result for both teams, I think.
Mm.
What the hell's that? He's shite, isn't he? Why is he still on the pitch? Ravi saying, thoughts on your game versus Leicester?
I mean, Rude's probably going to do us a favour. He did us a favour against Spurs and slapped them. I think that's like their second ever away win in the Premier this season. So, well, not in the Prem, but in all comps. So they do horrendously away from home, and the fact that Everton smashed them 4-0. I mean, come on, Man United should get some goals here. And even though we're at home, it should still be capable of beating. So I'd like to think that it should be a bit more, though very rare, very, very rare. Coming off the back of a loss, it should be a routine win. Should be. Well, I say routine. Why do I say routine win? We don't win routinely. That's the anomaly. Just another anomaly win, guys.
Yeah, it's just kind of, we're guaranteed it. It's a given. It's a given. Oh no, sorry, we're not Arsenal fans. Joe saying, send those lazy bastards Arsenal on community service, litter picking around London after that performance. And I think Howard agrees. I think with most of us, I don't want Arteta to go. The gift that keeps on giving. The owner's probably given an extension. Yeah, lifetime extension. Ross, yeah. Oh, dear me. Arsenal Manic, that comment. Arsenal have bigger fish to fry. Premier League bridesmaid trophy. Yep, they don't need striker. They have Havertz. Yeah, we had doors.
5 million down the drain.
Yeah, well, what's the crack? Big up Tony. I've turned off that fucking telly. Get this cloud out now. Enjoy Evan Ferguson. Thank you, mate. Yeah, we're gonna, we've got him in. He's in, Evan Ferguson. And if you haven't had a chance doing that, go and see Dale Boy's channel as well. Dale Boy kind of TV. Great guy. Terence saying, are we going to have a minute's silence for Arsenal at full time, or will we just piss ourselves laughing?
Probably the latter.
Yeah, absolutely. Arsenal saying there's no better striker out there than Havertz. 8 to 10 window, we all agree. Of course, we're all delusional Arsenal fans at this stage. Arsenal should have got Rashford. Oh dear. So you're going to see him rip it up at Villa. What the hell was that? Just seeing that corner, and it's completely Declan Rice. Great corner, Declan. He's just literally
bend it like Declan.
Bend it like Declan to a goal kick. Fucking superb. Murphy's coming off. So you miss him too. Do a better job than Mav. Yeah. Sharky saying the winners of the League Cup going to the Europa Conference League, I think.
Oh, Havertz throwing himself to the floor again.
Oh, bloody hell. I think they will do, wouldn't they? Because obviously isn't there an extra team again? With this one, the winners of the League Cup going to the Europa Conference League. I do believe that's the case.
I have no idea because we didn't go into Europa Conference and we won it. I think it's only the FA Cup guarantees you Europa League qualification so far.
So look at that a minute. Ravi's saying about the songs Fog on the Tyne. Then after that, it should follow up with Jimmy Nail's Crocodile Shoes for away Arsenal fans. Minutes applause, Matt wants for the Arsenal loss. Michael saying next season we'll lose Kudos. Probably will do. Get a Gerd back. Still looking good. First team under Potter. Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? I mean, it's nice to see what we're doing at the moment, or what Potter's doing. We knew it would come. Michael Shell said, AFTV, Ty and Julian, we will turn it around at the Emirates. Oh, wait. Yes. No, let's take a minute. They want a minute as well. Good evening, Damien. Hope you're well. What are we expecting from Ferguson? Think he will start? Impact sub? Slowly build up game time? Well, I think the biggest problem with this one, I mean,
Sterling's been booked for arguing with the ref.
superb. Look, they're looking for. Oh yeah, I see that Havertz one you're just talking about now. I think with Ferguson, we've got to see him. I mean, he's young. Obviously, what's he, 20? It's the case of he's only just kind of come back from injury. Hopefully, we can see something. He'll probably come in as a sub first of all, and if he can blend in with the team, then we may see him starting regular places. But I think you're right in the first place. I think he'll be more of a sub coming on and going into building up from there. And I think I missed a comment from Colin because he did say about Gilherme moving on. Colin, if you're still here, mate, can you put that comment up and get back Lewis Gilherme again? Apologies, mate. I think I missed it. Robbie on Arsenal Fan TV is naked. Fuck yeah, that. Oh man, that's not a sight to see. That's for sure. As Lee Gunners had exploded, probably won't be that far. There'll be emergency meetings upon emergency meetings, I think, coming up. Cummings in games, yes. Ravi saying Arsenal have no crisp and dry cooking oil left to fry the fish. Gomez to West Ham on a free in the summer. Yeah, because I did see something like we're supposed to have all sorted this out. Andre Gomez is coming to us in the summer. We'll see. He was saying, "Look at you two smiling and loving this." No, not at all.
Yeah, it's a rarity that you see me smiling nowadays.
Yes. Eros, if you looked fuzzy on Sunday, and that complete opposite.
Oh yeah, that pill was like a sleeping pill as well. By the way, felt like ketamine, horse tranquilizer. Just felt dead.
I was picking you up then.
Now I look like a proper stone-faced shithouse.
Look at Skelly there. Look, what's I was talking about? The man didn't even go for the ball. Oh, I've just seen one about Sterling there. So must be a couple of minutes behind you, by the looks of it. Never mind. Arsenal saying, remind Terry that it's 4-0 on aggregate, slapped home and away, Palm Beach settings. Yeah, I will do, mate. I will do. Yeah, Howard saying, Havertz scored by Klinsmann. Yeah. Go on, son, get the ball in the box. That's Skelly, man. I mean, look, if you're a good player, play to your skills. Don't fucking play to trying to foul people. Tonali on the ball. What's happening there? No, offside. We sell
that's a yellow.
Pure quality in off the fee. Yeah, that's what we need to make sure, though, Damien. If we do sell him for good money, let's make sure we bring a couple of quality players in. Hopefully, Potter's got a command on that. GP saying, can Arsenal be considered a big team when it's been 21 years since the title? Unfortunately, fans still say they're a big team. They're a big club, yes. But can this team or this manager attract top players? I don't think so. I mean, would you make the one fuzzy? Do you think they can actually kind of attract players, good players?
What, Arsenal? Well, I think anybody can. I mean, Newcastle ain't won a trophy in bloody 60 or so years. And there they are with players like Tonali and Guimaraes and Isak. I mean, there's got to be so it's got to be to do with club ambition and what message you give to those players. Because if a player wants to come for the betterment of their career, you've got to talk the right sort of talk to them. Contracts, I think money, as long as it's a respectable wage, then they'll definitely come. They'll definitely join your club.
It's the fact of trying to attract players. You know, when you think about Arsenal, what they used to have to what they have now, they don't seem to attract the same kind of caliber of players. I mean, obviously, like, you know, we know Rice went for big money, and he went for a certain reason. But other than that, oh dear me, is that putting myself about Rice again? They just can't. For me, a long way to go. Colin saying here, Tony, I'll be having £40 less beating Arsenal. Just looked in my bet account and just won another £350 tonight. Lovely jubbly. Mate, you're winging it when it comes to these bets, mate. And fair play to you. And, well done, mate. I'm really proud for that. Raking the money in. 2 shots on target. There's not goals in this team. Inconsistent. Nobody is surprised. But again, remember Arsenal Manic. You don't need a striker. And we all know that Arsenal was crying out. I mean, Anthony said it enough times. You need a striker in this January window, and nothing.
It's so incredible that Newcastle have made a substitution. A striker went off the pitch, and a striker came on the pitch.
Yeah, there's a difference straight away. Yeah.
Arsenal can take a number 8/10, sub him off the pitch. Where's the other number 9? Where's the 9 on the bench?
There you go. They won the charity plate, GP. You can't take that away from Howard saying. Yes, of course, we should all stand corrected because remember, they won that. Hashtag Arteta for life, Michael saying. Yeah, congrats. Oh, that'd be, it wouldn't surprise me. Final payoff for him, Sterling off to the Saudi in the summer. Yeah, everyone's pleased for Colin winning that money.
It's Colin.
Damien saying, yeah, Ferguson definitely offers us something we don't have at the moment. Totally agree on that. I mean, it was good, though. It's good to hear that Ford Krug is ahead of schedule with his injury, which is nice. And, of course, there's also the fact that Antonio will soon start rehabilitation and start doing some light training. So that's nice to hear as well. Please give Arteta a Andre Gomez Italian player. STT.
Just ask one of the top gooners; they'll definitely comply.
Michael Please is saying, to me, Ferguson is a lose-lose situation. For us, he does well. Brighton will want the Earth's plays. Bad, we don't benefit.
Well, there's always every cloud has a silver lining. If Evan Ferguson don't work out, you can always sign Rasmus Højlund in the summer.
Yes, I heard you. I see the comments in the chat on that one. Yeah, Potter get him sick, sort of, turn him around and then start banging in the goals. It's all go that way. But I'll get there, Michael. I mean, if he does well, Brighton's going to want him. And if we're going to go for him, and they'll slap a big old price tag on because that's what Brighton do. That's their model.
Oh,
agree on that.
Scary again.
James,
no
is saying,
card.
I'll have a look for this challenge coming up. I mean, they say if the kid's got talent, you just play to your talent. Don't kind of put yourself around thinking you're the bad boy. You can start knocking people around. 800 million down the drain. Arteta has flopped again. Michael Chelsea saying, I'm sure Jez will remain positive about the result tonight. No, he won't. He'll say it as it is. He'll say as it is. Yeah, that's for sure.
How many hours is the emergency meeting going to be?
Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
100 hours.
Look at that. Usual saying, well pleased for Mummy. Yeah, got to be, haven't you? Absolutely. She might be doing the wash along with Yeti. It won't surprise me. Ace is saying, Fuzz will be all smiles when Liverpool lift in the Premier League Cup. Let's have a quick
absolutely not.
Let's have a quick butchers.
I never smile when I see Liverpool win.
I know it's Mama, Jez, and Yeti doing the watch along. Damien's saying, Michael plays, I see it as a win-win. We're barely paying anything for a profile we simply do not have at the moment, a proper number 9. I mean, obviously, with the just kind of going on that, the Rashford deal to Villa, are you paying the majority of his wages?
No.
You're not?
No. I think there's a small loan fee. I think it's sort of closer to 50-50. They're slightly paying a little bit more. and I think dependent on what the performances are, there are bonuses there to be had. And I think what Rashford wants is to have a permanent option in the summer. So whether that's so I think it includes a permanent buy option, but at the same time, I think he'll want to keep the doors open to potentially getting a move elsewhere. But whichever way you look at it, there should be the plausibility that Rashford is gone in the summer permanently. It's just, yeah, see what he does in the Aston Villa shirt.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I think, if he wants out of Man United, this is probably the best way for him.
Arsenal slowly turning into Spurs. Yeah, they're a fancy Spurs. Zesty Spurs.
Sorry, please go Arteta another 5-year plan. Arsenal saying after one game against City, a fan said MLS and ETH are now worth 100 million each. They're so fickle. Yeah. Unbelievable. A big club, say Zoo. There's been a few that say it. There's been a few. I mean, obviously, Diesel's one of them. I must admit, I've heard him say it many a time. Sully is tighter than my arsehole, butt plugged. GP. Schooled by the Geordies, you're getting schooled by the Geordies. Fernando play a few minutes. 100 million on the back of that. Don't get me wrong, they are talented, but you need to see more to claim they're superstars. Totally agree.
And that is it. It is all over.
All over. Eros is saying Arsenal attract nothing but yes men. Arteta's head is so far up his arse that he doesn't want to get the best out of there because he thinks he's the best. Agree on that. 2 shots on target. The radio. 2 shots on target.
2 shots on target. They've only two shots on target. Actually, let's have a look. What are the stats for this game? Apparently, over here they had 3 shots on target. 13 corner kicks.
Bloody hell. Sharky saying, do you see Man United having more outgoings than players coming in this summer, Fuzz?
Yeah. I mean, Ineos have to peddle the narrative, guys. They must sell to buy. Sell to buy. So, yeah, they'll probably sell like half of the squad and then buy one player called John Smith.
John Smith.
Well, actually, to be fair, they're probably what was his name? Briggs from Sunderland, or the striker. Apparently, they say, the best quality player to come up to the championship since Jude Bellingham. Okay, sure. Believe what you say.
Agree on this one though. From usual, as you said, that Isaac has absolutely scored the Arsenal backline tonight. Yeah, great player. Great player. Mm-hmm. Newcastle just lost at home to Bournemouth and Fulham. What does that make the Arteta gang? Yeah. Look at his face. Yeah, look at him. Look, humble. Do you want custard with that? Good evening, Lee. Hope you're well, mate. Hello, everyone. Good to see you.
Big ups.
Ravi saying, Tony and Fuzz, is this statement true? Clubs can attract top players or players in general if a club gets Champions League football. I think if you look at it for any player, I think it's a case of if you can get into Champions League football, then you kind of put yourself on the mantelpiece, didn't you? The shop floor, as they say, and that's what some of them look for. That they will get other people or other clubs coming in for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one. Damien, mate, want to see Gil Hermy given more game time. He's the quickest player we have in the squad. So I feel we should use that pace, but Botafogo interested, owned by an owner of a Premier League team too. I mean, the funny about you saying that, Colin, I mean, I think everyone was shocked because Sola, who we've got on loan, bloody hell, never realised how fast this fella can go because he actually got around. I can't remember who the player was now, but they suddenly burst of speed and literally done him. for pace.
Mm.
Howard saying all the wages of sign-on bonus will be inflated if you can't offer European Champions League. That's why I'm in your own financial mess.
Yeah.
Jez ready to switch the TV off yet on his channel? Yeah, I think that should be done now. Look at them all. Look. Rashford shouldn't come back to United. Yeah, probably be the best thing for him to come back. Arsenal Medic. I can't say that one either. Jez must never give up home. I'm still in two minds about Guilherme. What happens to him in the summer? To me, he's a very easy sell to make. Don't see him being ready to fill Kudus' shoes next season, to be honest. I mean, again, this is the one for me, this Guilherme. I mean, I just don't understand what's going on with this kid. Really don't. Arsenal, bring Jez on so he could start cussing Arteta and the fan base. He'll be going to Lee's channel, Sean. I bet you guarantee that.
He's already on the private jet to the Pentagon, the war room, for the emergency
meeting. Yeah, get yourself ready. Ultimately saying we're not a big club. Which big club goes 20 years without a domestic and European trophy? Look at this.
Fair, have won the FA Cup. So
look at this one here, Michael Chelsea. It's a reminder to everyone: London is blue. Got to get it in. Mr. Bajlani, big up Fuzz. Does Terrell Malacia has joined PSV Eindhoven online? Yeah, I see that one. Yeah, that was a bit of a weird one.
After the Premier League transfer window got shut, he had a loan lined up to go to Benfica, but that collapsed. So
right, okay.
I think there was an offer from a Premier League club, but that got rejected, and then PSV were the only option. So off he went to PSV. The Turkish league transfer window is still open, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants Casemiro to join him over there. So please, Ollie, sign Casemiro, please.
Michael, please saying the old boy had a great game. Trippier was up for this. Yeah, you can see that he put himself back as well, which is good. Look at these. I mean, that's brilliant for the Newcastle fans. The players walking around the pitch congratulating people. All the fans. Nice, similar to the mood. Arsenal saying over 180 minutes could net a single goal against Newcastle. No striker needed, apparently. Ace is saying Jim Cliff will be buying Nice players in the summer. GP saying, Arsenal, last time you won the title, I assume Fuzzy was a little kid.
Arsenal tweeted, pressure is a privilege. We are the Arsenal. You could about 53 minutes ago tweeted, how's that working out?
Egg in your face, man. Sasa playing at St James Park, just rubbing it into the Arsenal. Yeah. United can't afford quality with that $5 billion rebuild of the Stadium of Nightmares. Yeah, it doesn't look good, is it? But I did see bear with me, fucking hold on, the bloody cat. Go on then.
I can't afford quality with the $5 billion Nightmares. Well, the thing is, right, is that's why they want Ineos wants to buddy up with the government to pay for it. Government, imagine that. Government owns Wembley of the North. There's a reason why it's called Wembley of the North. Or nicknamed. Of course, this is going to be government owned, isn't it? A bit like Tottenham Stadium. They don't own, the club do not own their stadium. The sport group of ENIC do. So if ENIC decide, I've had enough of Spurs, they can just nick the stadium and kick Spurs out. And leave them stadiumless.
You imagine that. After all the hype.
Wow. One day after a North London derby, they just call it a day. It's just like, yeah, fuck you guys. Go be without a stadium. Right, everybody clear out. We don't want you here anymore.
Damn, something in the summer we will need to make sure we get a centre forward and go from there. Yeah, I think we'll be seeing some comings and goings. That's for sure. We have some players going out. If Kudos is going to be one of those, I mean, obviously it'd be a loss for us. That's for good player. But I mean, Monday he was pretty poor, trying to take on too many players, losing the ball several times. Not exactly great from him. I know this sounds silly, but I think Potter needs to see the squad with a 9 he hangs his hat on before knowing what direction he really wants his head in. I think he's got an idea already. I do believe that, but I think he knew he weren't going to be getting much in this window, both in terms of what he wants coming in and he won't be needing. Totally agree. Reece James was the player. Yeah, it was good. Arteta's doing a wonderful job. Keep up the great work. Solo would make a good utility player, but there's other directions I would sooner be spending 20 million on. Agree on that as well. Michael saying Guilherme probably being tarred with Steidem failure needs to be given a chance. I mean, yeah, because Monday, bring him on for 3 minutes or so. What's the kid going to get from that? He's got to try and do something in that period of time. Nah, that's not good. Where's Tractor? He's not gone in hiding, has he? Got the flu, Michael. He's got the flu. Yeah, look, as Howard said, look, yeah,
conveniently picked today.
Yeah, look, he's got man flu, Mickey. He's got man flu. Stephen saying Guilherme will be classy of West Ham or not. If it's West Ham or not, yeah, I agree on that. Yeah, I saw that, Ravi. Yeah, Gordon has a rascal hairstyle like someone in his 40s. I remember those days, Ravi, when I had hair on my head. I remember. I don't know why, Terence. Why is Aaron ignoring your tweets? Arsenal Manic, thanks for being with us. Cheers as well to yourself. Thanks for being on. Michael, please, let's just say hello to him, this man here as well. Geordie, big up. Coming away, the lads. Great result for your boys. You must be very pleased with the scoreline there. Hope you did a watch along as well. Good to see you coming on. Thank you very much as well on Fuzzy's channel.
Away, lads. Away, the lads.
Michael, please, like I said, I'll be in two minds. I think he struggled this season because his profile, not his ability, but again, yeah, agree on that. They're saying goodbye. Anthony's Pepsi saying Anthony was on earlier. Said he was in bed watching gangbanging.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what he does.
That's kind of what happened on the pitch.
Do you order I could fit my Willie in a Pepsi bottle? Stranger things have been done. Stranger things. Tractors going at it.
I wouldn't recommend it.
It would be another sour loss at Potter. Thought he had no future. It would have been gone there. True. Have to go in Loppy. GB. Ravi's saying Arsenal fans were saying now we can concentrate on the league. It's as funny as Jonathan Ross. No, Jonathan Ross is actually funnier than Arsenal sometimes. Oh my days, Howard. Felching Farmers Volume 3. Bloody hell, man. Michael, please. I wouldn't have said him at a loss. I think we should be giving him minutes where possible for the rest of the season. Got to be son. I'm still not convinced someone pays 85 million for Kudos. I think he's worth it, but his numbers are not reflecting it at the moment. Agree on that one. Like I said, Monday wasn't his best game, that's for sure. Yeah. So before we come to an end, did Man United go for anyone in the window?
Well, apart from Patrick Dorku and Heaven, I mean, forget Heaven. We should have signed Heaven and Jesus in a package deal. You know? So bring religion into Man United and perform some exorcisms on some of these players because man, these people play like the fucking demons, possessed by something that's was nothing to do with Man United. So aside from those two, I think we tried to make a move for Mateus Tal, but apparently the loan fees as such were too out of whack. And then Tottenham came along and pretty much paid everything. I was just like, oh, we'll take him. The thing is, though, is that even if you say, well, it's great business for Ineos to not take the bait for that loan deal. And it's like, well, you've just compromised a very key position in your team. Like you've let there's 4 fit attackers across 3 positions, plausibly, at this club. How the fuck are you meant to, like, we had goal scoring issues. Getting rid of players and not replacing them doesn't fix your issues, guys. Doesn't fix your issues. The same people that were missing shots before, some of them are still here, the other half are gone. So I mean, what exactly is that business doing? So yeah, basically another failed transfer window, essentially.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, because I think I said before, we're still that Ezekiel Zambuzi, what his name was. We're still waiting for him to turn up. Probably got more chance of finding the crew and passengers of the Mary Celeste turning up than him, because we ain't seen him for shit. But all the other names we heard in the pipeline, we're going to get this, we're going to get that, and of course, we turn up with his the young lad from, what was it, Hibbs, I think it was, for 500,000, and Evan Ferguson. But that's about it. But at least we've got a striker. You know, we've done more than what Arsenal did. JP, good to see you as well. Jay Tapia. Big up, boys. Hope you're good. Yeah, not too bad at all, mate. Not too bad. I hope you are as well. Damien saying Tell's a really good player, young player as well, to be fair. True. Michael saying Havertz is doing the second role fall over a lot. Yeah, there was some dodgy or shit actually from him, basically. Yeah, not good at all. GP saying United bought Anthony instead of Kudos by Ten Hag. That's the one. Bonsai! Ravi saying Fuzz, who's better in goal? Sanchez, Raya, or Onana?
Oh, fucking hell. Well, I suppose Raya can actually save shots. And Onana just can't do anything. Literally anything. So, yeah, I think Raya, definitely.
Timothy saying, Fuzz, if you finish below West Ham, will you be more inclined to take football advice from Tony?
No.
Colin's saying, great show tonight, Tony and Fuzzy. You wonderful gentlemen. Take care. Good night and God bless you both. See you tomorrow night, Tony and mate. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. I will be. We're just going to be coming to an end ourselves in a minute. Lee saying, everyone hit the like buttons, hit the subscribe button as well. And obviously, yes, make sure to go to Lee Statham TV as well, and also give him a share, like, and subscribe as well, please. Howard, Fuzz will not be doing in Europe. Help United.
Well, maybe. You're not playing as many midweek games. You can focus on your training. Oh, focus on the training for the next game, guys, and then I'll see everybody walking after the ball and losing every 50-50.
That's true. And Sharky's last comment, goalkeepers are so crap nowadays, which they are. Yeah, they're not exactly great ones, are they? GP saying not many world-class ones either. That's very true, GP. Yeah, bit of shortage of supply in there. Yeah, we're going to be finishing ourselves, Michael, anyway. Off to see Budgie and Kieran now. Great show, guys. Thank you, Michael, and hopefully see you tomorrow as well. Leicester's first goal on Nana. Yes, it was indeed, Howard. That's true. Fuzzy, so you'd like to shout yourself out and what you've got coming up, please, mate.
Yeah, Farming Hot Sauce 44G. Got the Leicester match preview well, I'm going to do it tomorrow. So FA Cup action. Something that Arsenal can't do.
Thanks, Ravi.
Can't do FA Cup match previews because their club ain't in it.
Take care, GP.
But yeah, I think Friday after the game will be the match reaction for that fixture. Hopefully, again, it's a win that we can pick up, and yeah, hopefully through to the next round of the FA Cup, and onwards and upwards. Wow. Until the next game. And then we'll be that. And then we'll be... It's like Manchester United season is like the biggest game of snakes and ladders, except every other square has got a snake on it. There's one ladder on the entire board. Everything else is just snakes everywhere.
Howard, great show, gents. Much love and chat. Thank you very much from there. And good evening to Longhaired Yeti's Cave. Looks like Arsenal and Anthony have something in common. Neither one can get cups. Just bounced over to your channel as well, Yeti, and gave you a little like as well, mate. Well done for you watch along with Jez and Mama Flossie, mate. It looked like it was a good one. Hope you're well, mate, as well. Yeah. Michael Chill saying, don't worry, Tom. Chill's the sign, kudos in the summer. Great stream, guys. Thank you very much indeed. And they're saying there. And obviously, yes, I'll be on tomorrow with Budgie for the West Ham review. And we'll be looking to return back on Sunday for the Sunday night takeaway. And obviously for next week, we should be back, the three of us, me, Fuzzy, and Anthony, as long as he can shake off the man flu.
Yeah.
But thanks for hanging around with us and that. Have a good evening for the rest of the evening itself. And we'll see you all soon. Take care for now. And let's all cry for Arsenal. Cry me a river. Yes.